trying to get the camera set here. Yeah, got another light. Jim George is here, also known as Professor Gadget, because he has gadgets and he's a teacher, and there's so many things in the news about the profession of high tech, I guess. Jim is the owner of American Cable Services. Yesterday, the U.S. government decided that we would say yes to the net neutrality thing, and I think Jim was pretty much for it. So other people were pretty much against it. Glenn Beck definitely against it. I don't have a clue. I guess I'll wait to see what it all means. And of course, the phone lines are open if during the course of the show you want to be on the air and talk to Jim and whatever. The phone number is 622-9622. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Professor Gadget.
Good morning, good morning.
You brought a baseball bat. This is certainly a gadget, but I wouldn't have thought of it as one.
Yeah, there was some guy giving those away at the trade show.
Now, is this normal size, or am I just really big, or what?
Yeah, for those who can't see it, it's a little miniature bat.
And who signed it?
Steve Garvey, I think it is. I don't know who that is.
None of us know anything
You'll
about
have
Steve.
to ask the sports enthusiast.
One of our sports friends, yeah.
Galen will know.
Galen.
So Steve Garvey.
And
Who's
if
that?
Galen wants it, then it's his, you know?
Oh, okay. Galen, you got a baseball bat waiting for you here.
Right. So I just brought back little stuff that they were giving away at the show. Everything from another one of the... what do you call them? Cigarette lighter.
Wait a minute, I can tell you who Steve Garvey is. It says it right here on the bat.
Okay. I didn't read it. I just grabbed one.
It's signed by him, and it says he's a 10-time Major League Baseball All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove winner, 1974 National League Most Valuable Player.
There you go.
There you go. There you know.
For the sports enthusiast. So Galen would like that.
Sure would.
And then they were giving away some fat pins, and I got those for
fat pins?
No one will ever
From my
steal
fat
one
hands?
of those from your office.
For my fat hands. Yeah,
They're
okay.
easy to
All
find.
Big pins. And
Flashlight.
another screwdriver kit, and it has a built-in flashlight, some lip balm, some fat pencils. So anyway, it was a good show.
Carpenter's pencil.
And it just ended. It's the 26th is when it ended. So that was yesterday, correct?
Where was it again?
It was in Orlando.
And did you spend the night down there? Or the nights?
No, I went down for a test, and I hope I passed the test. I have my doubts. But anyway, then I stayed for the exhibit hall.
Do you have to pass the test to continue doing what you're doing? Is it
No,
like one of those?
It's one of those tests where if I pass the test, I can do something else besides what I'm doing. No, it enhances what I'm doing.
Oh, wow. What will you be able to do?
I'll be able to certify a set of plans that an architect draws that everything he's done is correct for telecommunications.
All right.
So only an RCD, registered certified distribution designer, can certify that the set of plans are correct.
So one of the things that Glenn Beck was saying about net neutrality, and I think I understood this way, is that if it's passed, which now it is,
yes,
that it would cause cable TV, to have the same buffering problems that the internet has. I can't imagine that.
No, it's just all that the FCC said was this: Comcast, Cox, you guys, you can't determine who gets a fast lane and who gets a slow lane. Everybody should be ubiquitous. Everybody should be able to go at their own speed.
Which is good for the small-time cable guy like you.
And it's good for the consumer.
Okay.
So what happens is Netflix got worried and a few others got worried, and they actually paid Comcast for a faster lane. So they turned right around and raised their cost to the consumer to pay for that faster lane. So the consumers complained, and so the government stepped in and said, no, all lanes should be the same size, the same speed, same everything. So when I launch my cable system, my IPTV,
right,
I won't have to pay Comcast or Cox, and they cannot block me, which is even better.
So this is good news for most cable operators.
It is.
I'm guessing most cable operators are
It
small.
doesn't affect us. I mean, it was just Comcast and Cablevision trying to earn more money. In other words, the lane's open now. They would have to purposely shunt me, shunt.
Now they can't.
Now they can't.
Oh, okay. Well, so
it's perfect.
That's the easy way for me to understand.
But what Glenn Beck is worried about is if it starts here and the government starts to regulate now, what else will they regulate?
Oh, okay. Huh.
And they're afraid of regulation.
Like YouTube and all of that stuff, private websites, Facebook.
Yep.
things like
and
that.
I can understand government innovation, but if you knew all the paperwork, well, I'm sure you know about your radio, how much paperwork we fill out to be in compliance.
Oh, well, it used to be. Now it's all internet stuff. Still the same idea, though.
It's still, yeah. I mean, we have to fill out. I just got a thing in the mail 3 days ago, and then an email yesterday morning saying they expect me to get that back to them by today. And I just got it 3 days.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Do you know, we used to fill out affidavits for every little thing we did, and my signature is literally unreadable because of them. It was just too many times, sign my name, sign my name, sign my name, sign my name, sign my name.
Every day.
Yes.
Yeah, now you can fill out those affidavits online. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier.
Yeah. But see, someone had to come up with that idea that lets you off the hook with a physical signature.
Yeah.
But they can trace your link, your MAC address back to you.
Right.
In other words, when I give you a box to watch TV, as soon as you put it on the internet, I know exactly where you're at.
Really?
Exactly. The box is going to tell me that it coming from IP address so-and-so and so-and-so. An IP address is registered to Larry, and Larry lives at so-and-so. I have everything.
Yeah.
Just as soon as you plug it in. And if you take it out of your house and go over to Robin's house, say, hey, look at this movie I downloaded, then it shows everything that...
Oh, that reminds me. I got to show this movie I'll download.
It's a good one, huh?
Yeah, you got to see that.
All right.
Start with a P.
What'd you say, full of bikinis? Oh, boy.
So
But no,
that's,
go ahead.
so that's really good then, that you have like an insight into this net neutrality then. You're making it a lot easier for me to understand it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that it's the cable company's attempt to make more money. If they can slow down or stop, like I'll give you for instance, in my house, I have CenturyLink telephone. I would like to not use CenturyLink telephone. I would like to put a device called an ATA, an analog telephone adapter, in my house. And since I have CenturyLink internet, that would allow me to cancel the phone and to put this box in and use the phone that I develop on my own network. Well, guess what? It doesn't work. And when I call CenturyLink, they come out and they say it should work. Everything is, I say, you must be blocking it somewhere. They say, no, we're not blocking it. A year goes by. Now they sent me a letter. You're right, we're blocking it.
Oh,
my
wow. A
gosh.
whole year.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took, because they had to go up the line to find out. Finally, some chief engineer in some place in Hoboken, who knows where it is,
Figured it out.
said, no, you're right. We're blocking all other phone apparatuses being used on our internet.
So that means so that would
So
be,
now they can't.
Now they can't. Okay.
See?
Well, now I understand. Well, there was another thing that was said on Glenn Beck, not by him, but by one of his guests, that I really was hoping you were hearing it. It was a guy opposed to a la carte. And he was trying to make this case as to why we should want to have 500 channels instead of the piecemeal. And it didn't make any sense to me at all, because to me, why would I want that? Why would I want to spend $80 for 500 channels, or more than 80, whatever it may be, when if I really only watch the History Channel, the Weather Channel, maybe a movie channel or two,
Yeah,
that I could get
exactly.
away with $6, $7, $8, maybe $20 a month at the most.
Right.
Why would I want that?
You wouldn't. I mean, think about it, if you had it right now and you were on Channel 2, which would be, let's say, an ABC channel. No, it's an NBC, I think. And then you wanted to go to Channel 9. You have to go 3, 4, 5, or you have to go 9 and hit it. And the idea is you have to memorize every channel that's on. If you have a la carte and you only have 5 channels, you just go up channel, and it's right there.
It's like the old days where they only had 3.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
just,
Exactly.
So I know that I know the reasoning behind it. I sent you some information where I think maybe I sent it to you where Ride TV now has competition. There's another horse channel.
Ride? Oh yeah, right. The horse one, yeah.
Yeah, now there's another horse channel that just came out. I think it's called Prestige, but it's all over the world. They're doing jumping horses in Ireland. They're doing So if you were a horse enthusiast and you only wanted 2 channels, Ride TV and this Prestige, that's the only 2 you have to pay for.
I heard that they have a news division also, but they didn't get good ratings because the announcer was always a little hoarse.
So it's like the Hungarian guy that you mentioned last.
Yeah, he is great.
The un-Hungarian guy. Doug has a question, and then we have to go to commercial. What's your question, Doug?
I used to have CenturyLink some time ago, and got a little bit too much for me. because they were the price were really high for me,
Yes.
and I cut that out.
Smart move.
And anyway, my thing is how you can make more better
The signal?
signal
The signal. How do you make more better the signal?
Okay, phone signal, you mean?
of
Or internet?
the internet.
Well, you can always get more bandwidth. I think in your case, Larry, though, you would have to take the wireless unit you have right now, which is being supplied by you, is that right, by Comcast?
Right.
And just ask them for an update version. It should not cost you any more.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I think you have a 300G or a B, and you tell them you want the N. And what that means, what those A's and all that means is a faster speed. And they're actually very cheap. If you went to...
Hold on, let me get that.
No, it's fine. I didn't realize
Eva
that. If you went to Best Buy, they're like $35 to buy one.
Oh, really?
So they're just going to give you one. That's the
Really?
bottom line.
All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right
Yes.
back. If you have a question for Jim, the number is 622-9622. Jim George is Professor Gadget. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds and a few sunny breaks today, becoming increasingly windy and cooler than recent days with a brief shower or two, mainly in the afternoon. The high today 62 to 66. Tonight's partly to mostly cloudy, breezy and chilly with a brief shower or two, lows in the 50s. Tomorrow mostly cloudy and breezy with a couple of showers. Highs tomorrow from 66 in the northernmost part of the zone to 75 in the southernmost part. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Is your credit headed in the wrong direction? If so, Florida Credit Union can help turn it around. If the signs are reading missing payments, maxing out cards, or borrowing from financing companies, it's time to steer your credit to safety. Pull into a Florida Credit Union today and let us help you map out a personalized credit management plan. Get a free credit report analysis and advice to help you consolidate wisely. A better plan can get you to a better place. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Careful, everything I
All
say.
right, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Yeah, thank you for the dikes, by the way. I like the little pair of dikes.
Yeah,
That was nice.
they're fun.
Jonard.
They make great fingernail clippers too, boy.
No, you know what we use these for? We use these for guitar string trimmers.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
That's exactly what we use that
Yeah.
for.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know there's lots of more important things to use them for, but that's pretty much the only thing we have a tool for.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times I need a little small pair of cutters for my data wires and things like that. You know, they have to be cut straight across. They have to be not just level, but there's very little of it left showing. And a big pair just can't quite get in there. So the little small pair. So I have one of those in my own tool bag right now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And they're great for fingernail cutters. Like I said, you can trim your manly or feminine, female, nails with them.
I like files.
So the net neutrality was one thing. The other thing was the FCC has now ruled that it's always been this way, but it was like understood that the city of Ocala could have their own Ocala cable TV system if they wanted.
Right.
All right. But they could not go down to Dunellen, or I should say over to Dunellen, or down to Bellevue.
Right.
Because Bellevue then would not have their own cable TV.
Okay,
system,
that would make sense.
But
yeah.
now the FCC has passed a rule.
So
So the ruling now is if you are a city-owned or municipal-owned cable TV system, great. You're doing everything right. But you cannot go, outside your state.
Your state or your city?
Right, and you cannot go outside the dedicated or municipality demarcation points, whatever that happens to be, whether it's city limits or county, because maybe the cable system's not owned by the city of Ocala, maybe it's owned by Marion County. See what I'm trying to say?
I got you, yeah.
Oh.
And you have a phone call. Jim, good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning, Mr. George. I don't know if I may have missed it or whatever, but I'm wondering what your feelings are about what the stooges in Washington want to do as far as all of a sudden the FCC taking over the internet and regulating it, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's unbelievable now. The federal government is already hitting us with taxes. I get FCC single family, it's an 8-cent tax now. That's just the FCC. Then there's the state communications or local communications service tax and state sales tax. As far as I'm concerned, the internet is working just fine without the FCC, and I personally believe that this is a scheme to actually take the internet and control it more than what it is.
So you're saying, well, see, Sonny, what is it you're actually saying? Are you saying that the FCC should stay out of the internet's business?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the point of the matter is that we don't need them regulating it and adding more. From what I understand, they came down with something with I don't know how many page deal that concerning the internet and all the regulations they're going to pass on it. I mean, personally, I think every American should have been able to see the beheading of the of our Americans. Never mind outfits like CNN telling us how bad it is or was, and also the burning of the Jordanian pilot. I mean, this is the kind of people that we're dealing with, and to make sure you know the kind of people that they're being dealt with, they should see this stuff, as bad as it is. I mean, you can always turn it off, but not to be able to, to see this. I mean, this is, the stuff that's going on that they're controlling already is obscene. I'm not for open pornography or anything like that. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just beyond belief what the heck is being put out there now. But yet, when something like that as horrible as what's happening in Syria and Iraq with the Christians and other minorities over there that don't go along with this ISIS, I think Americans ought to see every gruesome detail just to make sure that, to get them up and make sure that they're awake and aware of what's happening. Otherwise, it's just another form of mind control or whatever. They're controlling us. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. You sort of covered that already, but you want to talk about it again?
Well, it's just basically, if the housewife is listening to the local news and she's in the kitchen doing something and the kids are sitting around the TV and they show someone being beheaded, I don't think that's going to go over too good by the, Mrs. Jones. So I think the FCC and people like that do have to stop it and say there's a limit to what can be shown. That's why you see, like, if there's ladies who are naked on the beach and the news is covering it, they have that little patch across,
Yeah, right,
They're just trying to, and I'm in favor of most regulations because none of them affect me. The idea is, as soon as it affects me, I'm going to be against it. So I can understand that Sonny is against it because it may affect him. He'd like to see, but you can go on the internet and you can type in beheading of so and so, and you'll see it if you want to see it.
Yeah.
As for me and mine, I don't necessarily want to see it. No.
Yeah. All right. You have another phone call.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Jim.
Yes. Good morning, guys. My stepson's got a real older type car, and he needs to replace the windshield. I believe the windshield that he has now has the antenna in it, even though it's an older car. If he goes to a junk place with a friend of his who's very handy and fix out a windshield without an antenna in the windshield, will he have trouble receiving the radio?
He will. He's going to have to get one or put up an antenna, on his own car. But there again, if his windshield is broken, that's covered by insurance, especially if you're in Florida. The insurance will give you a new windshield, zero cost.
Yeah, well, he's out of state, and I don't know what the insurance thing is. In fact, the insurance he has is very minimal. The car is about 20-some years old. When you have a newer car and they put a windshield in do they have to rewire that somehow under the dash?
I've never taken a windshield off, so I really can't tell you. I think that's a call for Monday Matt.
Okay, will do. Yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah. What you say though, if the windshield wouldn't have a antenna, he would have to put one on the car somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Makes sense.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So you gave us this gadget here. This is a little. Do you know what this is?
That's for cleaning your cell phone, I think.
So I just typed. It's all in German. So I typed in what it says on the back of it, and you're right. It says secure cleaning pad on the back of your mobile phone. Simply peel off and clean the screen with microfiber surface, then simply fix it again.
Yeah, sticks it back on you stick it to the back of your cell phone, and then they showed at the convention center, and you clean your front, and then you put it back on the back again. So every time your front gets dirty, you just clean it.
That is cool.
And that comes off of there.
And
huh?
I got like 100 of those, so if you want more, I can bring them in. This was interesting. I thought you might like that.
Oh, that's really nice.
All kinds of things.
And then this keeps it from getting hit accidentally.
Oh, okay. That's
Hit the
really
back.
nice.
Well, I don't even think I
That's
ever
cool.
even heard the
Thank
term a la carte cable until you started doing the show. And so that's why it perked my ears up when I heard it being talked about on Glenn Beck's show. And especially the way it sounds to me, it sounds like it makes sense to me. I can't. And so is this the fact that it came up on Glenn Beck's show? It sounds like it's part of the net neutrality thing, and they didn't want it. They didn't want a la carte.
No, the only people that want a la carte, let's say, are the senators
and the customers.
Yeah, and the customers.
Customers want a la carte.
The cable companies are against it. I mean, the cable company, like I said, they can open up a channel tomorrow morning called Knitting for Fun and put it into a tier. Let's say it's in the ESPN tier. And if you wanted to watch that channel, you have to buy all the ESPNs for like $9 just to watch that one channel.
I know. It's crazy. Jim, what's your phone number?
854-9795.
Once again, thank you, Professor Gadget.
Thank you.
We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. We're going to talk about adopting children, especially older children.
I don't even know
we'll
what
be right
half this
back.
stuff is.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. We're getting word that 9 people have been killed in a mass murder in southern Missouri. Authorities saying there are at least 4 crime scenes in the area of Tyrone, Missouri. Troopers say the gunman is among the dead. The Commerce Department just out with numbers showing our economy grew at a moderate 2.2% in the fourth quarter. That's slower than first thought. There's been a new finding into the probe into an IRS scandal.
Federal investigators revealing they've uncovered 32,000 emails possibly linked to allegations the agency targeted conservative groups applying for tax-exempt status.
Fox's Patricia Stark, the emails to and from former official Lois Lerner. Sentencing for British glam star Gary Glitter, known in the U.S. for his song Rock and Roll Part 2. He got 16 years in prison for attempted rape and indecent assault. Fox News. We report, you decide.
They say every healthy relationship should have a balance of predictability and spontaneity. In fact, it is that assurance of security that makes the spontaneous possible. Your relationship with your car should be a little like that too. With our industry-leading unlimited mileage warranty, your certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz instills a sense of confidence. You drive away knowing that you can keep driving for up to 3 years and never have to worry about the miles. Add to that our complimentary prepaid maintenance on select models, and your certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz becomes the ultimate carefree escape vehicle. Only during the Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned Sales event going on now through March 2nd can you receive your first 2 months payments on us on select models, plus 3 months of Sirius XM satellite radio. So hurry in today. It might just be the most predictable spur-of-the-moment decision you've ever made.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Real estate is the largest and most personal investment that any of us will ever make. Be sure to tune in Tuesdays at 10 a.m. when Bob Kennedy, owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty, will be answering your questions and discussing real estate. So remember, that's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Call 622-9622 with your questions. It pays to be an informed buyer or seller. This is news you can use from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty and your friends here at WOCA.
Garden, and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account opened. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey Checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com. Member FDIC.